Skiagam sits at an altitude of 3,600 meters, making it one of the more pleasant villages in the Zanskar Valley. Himalayan peaks twice that high tower over the village. Likden is out in front of his house, hard at work with the preparations for his wedding. The festivities will span 4 days and include greeting, feeding and hosting 600 people. In other words, all his village, all his family and all his friends. His sisters have been working since sunrise. One of them is out getting cooking fuel, yak and cow patties. His aunt's only concern for the moment is plugging worrisome holes in certain barrels. For months they have been brewing hundreds of litres of chang, a fermented barley alcohol. A lady neighbour suggested they use paba, a thick barley paste that usually goes into food preparations. Likden's father passed away 2 years ago and is sorely missed. But his grandfather, Pansok, keeps a close eye on all the wedding preparations. Likden Stanzin is 33 years old. He graduated in computer science. He is working in a cyber cafe in the nearby town of Padu until he can open his own computer school. In summer, he is a trekking guide and takes groups of tourists over the Ladakh and Zanskar passes. He knows these mountain passes very well. He's at ease in any environment, whether it involves nomads from the high plateau or foreign tourists. Altitude hardly affects him. His energetic stride atop the 5,800-meter high passes impresses clients, struggling to keep up with him.
I'm glad my son is marrying for love. Times are changing, and this change is good. Arranged marriages can be troublesome. So much quarreling goes on in arranged marriages.
His mother, Tasiring Dolma, is with the ladies from the neighborhood who have come to drop off kindling wood and yak patties. His brothers and cousins started showing up several days ago. Every day they're up at the crack of dawn and hard at work. Motup is one of Likden's friends. He is leaving Leh, the main city of the Ladakh region, to attend the wedding. It will take him 2 days in his four-wheel drive over rough dirt roads and trails. The paved roads the Indian government promised have yet to be built. As a result, the mountain communities remain terribly isolated. Motup is studying in Chandigarh. He is becoming quite an expert in Buddhist history. But whatever direction he takes after graduating, he is determined to settle in Zanskar.
In Zanskar, there is the family relationship is very nice, and their sons and girls respect each other, and they take care of their parents, and they respect each other. And our traditions is very nice as compared to Leh city and other villages. So that's why all the students are love to stay in Zanskar.
In Skiergam, Likden's village, today is the community annual prayer day. Padma Lamo meets with the villagers and the nuns who have come to recite prayers. Skiergam is home to a large nunnery.
When a family have 2 or 3 daughters, they prefer one of their daughter to become a nun. The nuns and the monk, they play a very important roles, and they also occupy a good respect and position in our society.
Some choose to become nuns to escape arranged marriages, or even polyandry, which was still practiced until several years ago. The nuns' living conditions are austere, to say the least. Tea with salted yak butter is being prepared in the kitchen. Padma Lamo, the lady of the house, and her sons are preparing the meals.
I can't run it properly.
Meanwhile, in a room next door to the nuns, villagers continue chanting the sacred texts. As the village has no electricity or running water, there is a rush at the water spout today, which was turned off yesterday. Despite the generous runoff from nearby glaciers, water is actually rationed here. Part of it is diverted to farmland, and part is for human needs.
Ladakh is a very fragile environment, so for the last few years we have more rain and less snow. We can see there is whether it is a global phenomenon or the local climate change. We have a flood last year, so there is also more wind and during the summer. So there is a change. So developmental and the environmental preservation should go hand in hand.
The first Neopas are already at Likden's. These men are messengers, marriage negotiators, spiritual guides. One of their main tasks is to fetch the fiancée in her home village and bring her to her betrothed. Several village women are now helping Likden's mother, Tasiring Dolma, make chapatis, Indian flatbread. Anjuk, a school teacher in Padum, has come to attend the wedding and is enjoying the hospitality of Satan, his friend and colleague. Satan is busy washing clothes.
The first Tibetan king, his name is Songtsen. He wanted to marry a queen from China. So since in the ancient time, they had difficulty traveling. It was a very long route to China. He actually sent a very intelligent Lonpo, his minister, one of his very intelligent minister. And then it happened that this minister was able to win this daughter of the China's king for Tibet. So the same tradition is followed in Zanskar.
Things are starting to get busy in the kitchens set up behind the house. It took nearly 4 years of patience for Likden to woo and win over Karma before she'd agreed to be his wife. He wrote to her frequently because they had so few opportunities to be together.
Because in the first instance, their parents were not agree to give her to me. I have followed from first step to last step. First, you have to visit with Araks and Khadaks like this to their father and mothers, and then it increases to their close relatives, and then close, and then the network is just diverting. At last, all the relatives will come, and there will big like a party. So you can say first love marriage and then engagement.
Preparation for the wedding continues. 29-year-old Stanzin takes a break. He wants to see his wife and his in-laws again. They live in the nearby village of Honorary. He's been a soldier for 10 years. This career choice has helped him stay close to home and make a decent living. Likden's grandmother is spinning yak thread.
Just get up their family towards.
This job in the army has allowed me to provide for my family. I don't have too many concerns or worries about the future.
Farming and for the futures. Yeah.
All the Neopas, the messengers, have now arrived. They were chosen by the uncles. Some are from the village, others come from further away in the valley. They share a first round of chang, a fermented barley drink. Another key person has also arrived. It's the Tashipa, chosen by the head astrologer based on the man's horoscope. He was deemed the most appropriate person, the best omen for the fiancés, the best companion for the Neopas. They're having toasted sampa. This barley flour-based food is a winter staple. Likden's uncles are key players in the wedding. They make sure all the rules and traditions are respected. They also handle the finances, particularly the cash gifts to be handed out. There are 6 Neopas. Each has an assistant who will help him get ready and who will follow him all along the trip to go fetch the bride. Unfazed by the rising daytime temperatures, they don their ceremonial coats. They'll wear the coast skins for several days.
In ancient time, you can say 10 years ago, the marriages are being fixed by the parents. The boys and girls, they will never know each other, they never see each other, they are being arranged by the parents. And then nowadays the younger people, they prefer to have love marriage. They wanted to know each other and understand each other before they getting into wedlock.
Likden is now with the Neopas. Despite a few logistical problems, everyone has been able to reach the village. According to custom, he won't accompany Sering Dorje and the Neopas to the village of Sara to fetch Karma, his beloved. Before setting off, the Neopas have to sing and drink chang with the villagers. After chasing away any evil spirits in the bus, the group sets out on their arduous journey. The trip used to be undertaken on horseback. Today, the mission is accomplished with far greater comfort. Likden wants to take advantage of this day to make a few last-minute purchases in Padum, Zanskar's main city. But the bus, which also serves as the community's school bus, has a flat tire. After a good hour of hard work, they can take off and resume their 2-hour trip. Padum is much more crowded in the summer. The monastery is very busy. There are a few tourists, trekkers, and mountain enthusiasts. Likden places a few last orders in town. Likden is sharing office space in this cyber cafe until the day when he'll be able to open his computer science school. Now that the region has mobile telephone coverage and the internet, things have changed dramatically. It's a golden opportunity. Unfortunately, Likden lacks the resources to take advantage of the situation.
Actually, to start anything like a business, you should have a permanent solution. Still now, right now, I don't have permanent solution. For that, I have to construct a institute. It's on a higher basis. It belongs to somebody. I cannot make changes for this. I have to take it. The main thing is that there is a financial problem. Hello. Tanzin. It's very big changes for me. That's why I want to change my colleagues, friends' mind toward this. Because I practically feel all these things. Why we need changes? Because I experience from the below, from my homeland to this internet and computer, everything. When you have knowledge about computer, you can do anything on computer, writing applications, stories, everything. If you are idle, you don't know, you have to ask other people, please write an application about that. It's very great changes. So I want to feel my people, please adopt that.
Meanwhile, the Neopas continue traveling the rough road to Sara. In each village, a small welcome party awaits them. They'll be expected to drink a few glasses of chang and to dance a while. These customs testify to the strong links between the inhabitants of the valley. In Sani, several villages wear the traditional Zanskar headdresses called the Perak. Wearing it is an additional sign of friendship and respect. The fact that Sering Dorje, the leader of the Neopas, was born in this village is likely the main reason for the warm reception. An even larger crowd has gathered in front of the monastery to welcome the delegation. The Neopas must now find a way to diplomatically refuse the incessant offers of chang and arak. They have to think of the long nights still ahead. The delegation performs another ritual atop the mountain pass before heading down to Sara, the bride's village. A small welcome committee greets them, but they are not yet allowed to enter Karma's house. The bride's Neopas, assembled inside the house, now have the upper hand. They're calling the shots, and they plan to take their sweet time with lots of chanting and traditional riddles. Zhe Wang, one of Likden's uncles, is in charge of managing the traditional cash gifts. After an hour and a half's wait, night has fallen. The bride's Neopas finally open the doors and join Likden's emissaries. Despite the wind and cold, their stride is energetic. The head of the Neopas shows off a whip designed to drive the visitors away, symbolically. This ritual is thousands of years old. The goal is to get from the yard to the house by responding appropriately to the chants of the bride's clansmen. Naturally, there are tricks and traps, but the shared mission of the Neopas leaders generates mutual respect. The exercise sparks lots of smiles and complicity. Every inch of terrain has to be won with patience, goodwill, and charm. It's well past midnight when the groom's Neopas cross the threshold of the house by answering a last series of riddles and colourful enigmas. After an additional half hour, they have finally made it into the main room of the house. A night of singing and drinking chang is in store for the two groups of men. At the break of dawn, heads and eyes are heavy, especially among the bride's group. Searing and his men are holding their own, even if they do look a little haggard after being up all night drinking. But their mission isn't over yet. Searing Dorje is 65 years old. He's been weaving wool most of the year. He spends his summers going from one wedding to another as a Neopa. Not only is he in excellent health, but he has a phenomenal memory and can sing the lyrics by heart for hours on end.
Yes, the mission can be quite trying and hard on us. But I have to be strong for the people who trust me to carry it out. They're counting on me to perform the rituals without fail. I am a Neopa because my father was a Neopa, and he taught me all of the traditional songs I have to sing.
In the ground floor room, Karma is surrounded by her friends and family. It's now time for her to appear in her wedding gown. She has never been away from her family for a single day, and the looming separation is very distressing for her. Likden's Neopas are given a new challenge. Using an arrow held by the Tashipa, they must identify the bride-to-be. Karma huddles beneath a cloth with 5 of her girlfriends. Our Tashipa picks the wrong girl. The protesting is immediate and vehement. The only way out is for Likden's Neopas to pay a fine to the bride's girlfriends, thus further delaying the moment when Karma will be allowed to leave the room. It is nearly 9 a.m. when the bride finally makes her entrance into the main room of the house, guided by Likden's Tashipa. According to tradition, her face will be veiled until she reaches her future husband's village. Searing reassures Dechen Dolma, Karma's aunt, who is also very emotional. The journey has been long, but Likden's Neopas finally make it home. The young bride is hailed by the entire village. The Lama performs the welcome ritual. Karma enters her new home. Likden and his mother are both visibly moved. Everyone gathers round to see her face, but it must remain veiled until the appointed time. The Neopas escort the newlyweds into the big tent, pitched in the courtyard, where most of the villagers will gather. Karma and Likden must accomplish one more obligation before they can spend their first night together. The wedding is already quite far along, but the ceremonies are far from over. In the neighbouring house, the one belonging to Satan, the schoolteacher, breakfast is being made. They have hosted several of Likden's family members and friends, like Anjuk, who is savouring the reunion with dear ones.
I was, as a child, brought up here in Zanskar. And even though I went to study in Leh and then Himachal and then Delhi, but whenever I come here, I find it more suitable, more peaceful. I'm very much willing to help my own people. And if I stay in Zanskar, whatever job I get, whether it's a good job, big job or a small job, at least I will be able to contribute to my own people.
The uncles surround the groom. This promises to be a long day for him. Likden and his parents are now required to pay a visit to his grandfather's house to present his bride. Karma's face is unveiled at last. Karma is intimidated. She doesn't know all these people, and the weight of the headdress hardly helps matters either. The family has prepared only the finest food to honor the bride and groom. Karma's aunt, Dechin Dolma, is feeling more confident. Although Likden is generally the jovial type, he looks very serious at this moment. Karma is wearing splendid jewellery that has been passed down from mother to daughter for generations. Peraks can weigh up to 7 kilos, depending on their size and the amount of turquoise that goes into their composition. Despite the early morning hour, arak and chang are served with a steam-cooked finger food called momos, stuffed with vegetables and meat.
There are very few Neopas left in Zanskar and the Ladakh region. Today's youth don't want to learn all these traditions. I'm afraid that when I'm gone, the Neopa traditions will slowly fade away, and there'll be nobody to take over.
Everyone seems relaxed. Karma finally smiles. Over at Likden's house, his sisters and aunts are welcoming the stream of villagers. Most are women. Their husbands are either far away on jobs or up in the mountains grazing their herds. Later in the day, Likden catches up with his co-worker and friend, Riddles, who works for the French Humanitarian Association, Peuple d'Himalaya, that works in Zanskar, particularly on schooling issues. Everyone realizes education is the key to breaking the isolation of the Zanskari, making them masters of their destiny.
Zanskari people that feel that they are administratively and developmentally and economically are being discriminated by the administration, the so-called political leader. So that's why they have a united feeling to do something for the village.
Likden's mother, Tsering Dolma, is constantly checking on everyone, making sure that all the guests have everything they need, particularly the Neopas, who are now recovering from their long, arduous mission. Likden has changed garments for the grand wedding dinner. As for Karma, she still seems overwhelmed by all the pomp, ceremony, and unfamiliar faces.
The main thing is that she has to left her mother and father and all the family members, and she has to join me, join the groom. This is the big thing.
More than religion or ritual, spirituality is very important in the daily life of families in this valley. Likden has cleverly tidied up an upstairs area of the house and turned it into a little temple for the Lama and his monks during the festivities. Karma comes to receive the monk's benediction. It goes rather quickly. It will soon be time to sit down for dinner, a dinner for the whole village. Likden's younger brother, Stanzin, is pulling double duty.
It's a responsibility for me and for my friends and for my brother sister to work hard for the wedding occasion. I think so. It is a very short because it's only for 4 days. And in ancient time, our grandparents and our ancestors are maybe of 7 days. We have to enjoy too much. In our life, there is only one great occasion, that is our weddings. I think so. It's very short.
The bread made in the previous days should be enough to satisfy the 600 wedding guests. The Neopas and their assistants will open the evening ceremonies. You have to be a Zanskari to imagine squeezing over 600 people into a tent and serving them a warm and tasty dinner. Likden's family and neighbours have pulled off a major accomplishment. The time has come to hand out the gifts. The gift giving is centralized by the family. An announcer calls out what kind of present was made and who gave it. Bread, butter, cash, and carpets are the most frequent gifts. Then everyone comes to drape the newlyweds with katak, honorary scarves. They also throw in a few banknotes. Likden tries to remain stoic.
It doesn't symbolize anything, but because I'm always laughing all the time. So at that time I was thinking that right now I have to stay little serious. That's why I just stayed here.
The hundreds of litres of chang that the family has brewed have filled countless cups already. evening will end with dances. The first dance is Likden with his Neopas. Then a round dance will bring the Neopas, the newlyweds and their friends together. The night will be short. It's mid-morning, and the newlyweds have another social obligation to tend to. They must meet the villagers in a house in the upper village. Everyone who has helped prepare the wedding dinner enjoys this break. No longer burdened by their heavy headdress, Karma finally starts to relax and smile.
Yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time, if my father is there, it would be very, very nice. I miss a lot him.
Chang is still being poured, but the drinking is more moderate. Outdoors, village life is returning to normal. The carefree spirit of the summer must be savoured, because winter blasts into the valley so soon and lasts so long. The ceremonies and formalities are not yet over for the newlyweds. Family, friends and neighbours meet one last time in the house's courtyard to close the festivities. Likden and his bride will soon take off to Sara, where her parents have planned another wedding party. The uncles and the Neopas appear tired, but proud of having accomplished their mission. As they part, both families feel linked. Emotions run strong. Likden is beaming with the joy of any newlywed. He also knows he made the right decision in returning to the land where he was born.
We have to come here. We have responsibilities. Like for me, here is no other people, no other son, brother who can take care of houses, cows, fields, mother, and like this. It was in my mind during my studies. I have studied 15 years outside Zanskar, and so I just come here.
What does the future hold for Stanzin and his friends? Will they see another wedding as colourful as this? Has the modern world, with all its appreciable conveniences like mobile phones, changed everything forever? These youngsters look to the future with optimism.
Technology and the traditional are not going with step by step, because now due to the technology we have disappearing our traditional. If we follow the traditional, then we don't see the technology. If we see the technology, then we will despair our culture.
We will come back to Zanskar. We have to give something, like a gift for Zanskari people, sir. There is the main aim of student.
Don't